Guys, Ken Scott back with another quick video. The last one I just got, I was interrupted, but it's okay. He's a really good client, and he had a question about his buddy's situation, so we got him sorted. Back to what I was saying, why a Canadian passport does not guarantee U.S. entry. You guys got to understand that when you are a foreign national trying to enter the USA, it doesn't matter what passport you have. If you're inadmissible, you cannot enter the USA. They're not going to let you in. Whether you're from India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, Germany, whatever, you're not going to get in. So let's go with the fact that you likely need a U.S. visitor visa. When I talk about Canadians, you need a U.S. visitor visa. So you're from Bangladesh and you did a U.S. visitor visa application. You put some false information on paper. They found out about it and you got your visa denied. Or you got your visa approved. They missed it. You tried to enter the USA. They found out that you submitted false info on your visa application. And you got that visa revoked, turned around, and they said, go home. So then you immigrate to Canada. Now, and you get Canadian PR. That prior issue with the false statement to the visa application is like the Walking Dead. It's going to come back and bite you. It's going to be reanimated. It doesn't go away because that's misrepresentation. You guys need to understand this. When you fill these U.S. visitor like B1, B2 visa applications, you guys better know what the hell you're doing. Because if you do these things wrong and they say misrepresentation can prove it, you guys got the lifetime ban. Lifetime. It doesn't go away. So then you say, okay, I'm Canadian now. You try entering, and then CBP catches you, and you say, well, I'm Canadian. It doesn't matter. You still got the misrepresentation, whether you're Canadian or whether you're from the moon. It's going to follow you. Now, mind you, when you're Canadian, you need a waiver. We can do the waiver, but you're a citizen of Bangladesh and you got misrepresentation, you need the visa. So that waiver can only be done by the U.S. consulate at their discretion. So if they say no, we're not going to do the application for you, you're stuck. There's nothing you can do. So you're gonna have to just stay there in Bangladesh or here in Canada. You're not going to be able to enter the USA. If you're a PR or here on a work visa or whatever, and you got misrepresentation or relevant criminal offense, whatever, where you cannot get the visa, you need a waiver. Only the embassy can do that waiver at their discretion. If they say no, you're stuck. You're not entering the USA. A girl called today, and one friend of hers, I won't tell you what country she's from, but it wasn't Bangladesh. A friend of hers said, "Oh, just try crossing anyway." And I said, "You can't enter the USA. You can't try that. Do you know what they're going to do to you for that?" And she didn't really want to wait for the the B1 B2 visa. I think she said it's pending. The thing is pending, but she didn't want to wait for it. And I said, "You are really, really playing with fire with this administration." I'm like, and she said, "Yeah, but by the time the visa gets in, I'm going to be a Canadian citizen. I want to need the visa." I'm like, yeah, you're correct. So, but she doesn't have the misrepresentation, the girl I'm talking about, but she was talking about trying to go in without having the actual visa in hand. So the bottom line is the Canadian passport does not guarantee entry. Now, had she tried to enter now and doesn't have the visa and gets turned around and they put nasty notes in the system, she's in trouble. Depending upon the circumstances, I don't know what she would have said or done, whatever. It may or may not be misrepresentation. I don't know, depending upon her words. So I can't really go down that rabbit hole in a sense with that. But I do know for a fact that the misrepresentation follows you forever. And I said that at a media interview here, 2024. So a Canadian passport does not necessarily guarantee entry. The only people who are guaranteed entry to the USA are U.S. citizens and essentially the people under the J Treaty, but definitely U.S. citizens. They have guaranteed entry. As a Canadian foreign national, you are not guaranteed entry. If anyone tells you you are, then they're full of shit. And a lot of people here have a habit of saying, "Oh, I'm Canadian," means nothing to CBP. It's okay, great. I'll give you a gold medal. It means nothing. Because if you're inadmissible, you're inadmissible and you need the waiver. And remember, guys, like I said before, not every conviction requires a U.S. entry waiver. So some do, some do not. And don't believe these discount waiver companies when they keep telling you, oh, don't worry, we'll just do this, then you won't need a waiver. Guys, that's straight bullshit. You guys are going to mess around, get yourself in trouble, and you might end up behind bars, cheaping out with these places. Ken Scott, Senior U.S. Immigration Law Intelligence Analyst, www.usentry-waiver-services.com. And it's 888-908-3841 or 604-562-8140. Think about it, guys, and be careful what you do. And the words of my Vulcan colleague, live long or didn't do it right and prosper.